Welcome to our Motor Lab. We're going to get started. So the purpose of the Motor Lab is going to be a place where that you can come and you're going to use moves to help your brain, help you be a better reader and better writer. You're going to be a better student. It's a time where you're going to come and you're going to learn how to focus, use movements to learn how to focus, to be a better mathematician, just to be a better student. Some moves are going to be exciting and others are going to be challenging. We ask that when you come, that you just try your best and use your best attitude. And you can even encourage your friends too. That's going to make it nice for them and nice for you. Remember to follow your teacher's rules when you're in here. They're going to tell you which noise level that they want you to use, but we also want you to know that there are other classrooms around that are learning. So we really need you to probably keep the voice level down, but listen for your teacher's direction. The most important thing when you come is to do the work for your brain and for your body and to have a good time. Okay, when you come into the Motor Lab, the first thing you're going to do, if you're the line leader, you're going to come straight in and you're going to sit underneath the cubbies. First friend is going to sit here, second friend here, and so on. And you'll sit quietly like a pretzel until your teacher signals you that it's your time to get started. If you're a kid who comes in and you have a broken arm, broken leg, maybe you can't do these moves today. We've got a spot for you, so we'll let you know where that is. It's going to be right over here, and we'll let you know which move that you're going to do. If you're a kid who's struggling with staying on task, maybe distracting your friends, not using that quiet voice level that your teacher has talked to you about, we've got a spot for you as well. Your teacher will let you know that your spot will be to come right over here and have a seat facing this direction, but we know that that won't happen at Orchard Hills.
Hey guys, this is Coach Davis. I'm going to talk to you about the first activity in our Motor Lab called the pigeon walk. Now, if you notice, my feet look a little funny down there and my hands are out in front of me. The purpose of this activity is to engage your brain and your body, and it helps you to move your legs and your arms independently of one another. Helps you with such exercises and movements like running, catching, and throwing. So when we do the pigeon walk, your toes are going to be angled on the blue tape as you see mine are down below. When we take our steps, we're going to step slowly with much focus, trying to keep our feet on those blue tapes. And then as I move, if you look at my hands when my feet move, my hands should not move outside to side. As you go through the pigeon walk, you should constantly be rechecking your feet to see if they're landing on the tape as you move. As you move, make sure that your hands don't splay out. We want to keep them in front. These will be several checks that you can do and your teacher will help assist you with along the way.
You just finished station number 1 and now you're ready for station number 2. It's right here, it's called the cross crawl. Many of you know this already. The cross crawl, it's great for your eyes, it helps you with reading, and it also helps you with your listening. You can do it standing, sitting, lying down, but today we're going to go ahead and do it standing up. When you get here, you're going to go ahead and do 10 cross crawls, nice, slow, and controlled. The slower the movement, the better the movement. You're going to do 10 of those. As soon as you are finished, if it's your turn, you can start the next station. If not, you can do a few extra cross crawls. So if there's somebody here doing cross crawls already when you get here, that's fine. They can do cross crawls right here. You can move right in front of them. Give them good bubble space and do cross crawls. And I would probably turn this direction and just stay facing this direction so you can watch and be ready when it's your turn for the next station.
Alright guys, the next one up is bear crawl. Now, like Miss Houghtailing said, while you're waiting your turn, make sure you're over here, and you might even have to get some extra cross crawls in while you're going. Now when it's your turn to come to the bear crawl, you're going to start down here at the end of the black line, and what a bear crawl is just like it sounds. You're going to get on both feet, and then your hands will come towards the ground. And as you move, you will take a step with each time your hand moves. So when my left hand moves forward, so does my right foot. Vice versa on the other side, when my right hand moves forward, so does my left foot. Now you need to be careful and keep your eyes up so you can still see ahead of you as you move forward. If you keep your chin tucked down below you, you may end up going too fast and fall forward. So make sure you keep your eyes up. Now what bear crawl does is it actually involves both your muscles and your joints, teaches you how to use those in coordination with thinking about which way you need to move. And if you notice, when I was performing the act, both of my hands and feet stayed on their respective side. My right hand and my right foot stayed on this side of the line, while my left hand and my left foot stayed on the other. Be sure that they don't cross over the line while you go. Alright, WOHE, and as you notice, there's a yellow piece of tape on our bear crawl line. When the person in front of you gets to the yellow piece of tape, that is your signal to go. And we will demonstrate this momentarily. Make sure you wait patiently for your turn and don't go until the person in front of you has crawled past this yellow tape.
This move's called the lazy 8, and the lazy 8 helps you cross the midline. You have a line that goes down the center of your body. If you're able to reach across that midline with your body, or do things opposite with your arms and your legs, it's really great for reading and it's great for writing. This move also helps you skim and scan for words when you're reading. It helps with comprehension. It helps your eyes move across the page while you're reading. It's great for giving your neck and your shoulders and your eyes a little bit of time to relax. It's good for coordination. So not only does it help you with writing, it also helps you with throwing a ball, and it improves your balance. So this is how it looks. You have 2 strips of tape. You have to decide if you're tall or short. I'm gonna go ahead and use the short one. My thumb goes right in front of my body, and I'm gonna go ahead, instead of making an 8 like you normally would see an 8, I'm gonna do an 8 that's lazy. It's just laying down on its side. So my thumb is in front of me, and I'm gonna take it up and over, and I'm crossing my midline, and I'm going around, and I'm coming right back up to that line again, up and over on the other side, and back up the middle. I'm not going fast, I'm going slow, I'm being intentional while I'm doing it. I'm keeping my chin in the middle. Try not to let your chin go side to side. And these are kind of your bumpers. When you go up and around, you don't want to go outside of that. You want to go to the bumper, reach all the way across, and then go back the other way. Something else, you want to be really careful to not turn your body side to side this way. Your shoulders stay straight towards that line, and you go up and over, back to the middle. My shoulders aren't moving, my head's staying in the same place. Not this way. That's really tricky. Okay, so this is our lazy 8. You want to remember to do 5 of them. So you've got, here is 1. You want to do 5.
Hey guys, as you finished our lazy 8 station, you're now halfway through. And at this point, we want to remind you that if you find yourself with extra time, make sure that you continue to do some extra cross crawls. 10 would be enough, while you patiently wait your turn for the next station. This will keep you from touching things that you shouldn't be and not bothering someone who is trying to concentrate on what they're doing. Hey guys, congrats on making it halfway through. Now, this next one's one of my personal favorites, is the log roll. Now, the log roll, guys, is going to help you process all this information you've been presented and use it, and you can also use this in the classroom. Sometimes when we're in a spot too long, we get all kerbobbled up here and we forget what we're thinking and how we're supposed to perform at a given time. So what we're going to do in the log roll in just a minute is we're going to stretch out our minds and stretch out our bodies. It's really neat. Let's give it a try. Okay guys, when it's your turn to do the log roll, you're going to walk up to the mat and simply lay down. Make sure you do so softly. Remember, there is a mat here, but underneath is still concrete. Now when you go, make sure it's only one person at a time. You're going to come down, lay down softly with your feet out and your arms out behind you. You may cross your feet, but it is not necessary. To begin the movement, you're simply going to rock one way to gain momentum and roll slowly across the mat. When you are done, you simply pull your hands underneath your shoulders and push yourself up. Now remember, only one person may go at a time. This activity is great for those who need to make sure they keep their hands to themselves. It teaches us how to control our body in a small area.
Okay, you just finished the log roll. If you have to wait before the next move, which is your lazy 8, remember to do the cross crawl while you're waiting, and remember to do 5 of the lazy 8s.
Hey guys, just finishing up my cross crawls. The station I was going to isn't open, but now it is. Let's move there. This next station is called the crab walk. Now the crab walk is a move that is going to strengthen your shoulders, your arms, even your belly, and the large muscles down in your legs. This move particularly helps you to become a better reader, writer, and mathematician. Let's take a look. When you perform the crab walk, there's a red piece of tape that's on the floor. What you'll do is step on either side of that red tape with your feet and slowly squat down and place your hands behind your heels. Be sure and careful not to step on your own fingers. Now as you move forward, again check to make sure that your toes and your fingers are pointed towards the door. Now as you move, from this point forward, we simply move our foot and hand opposite each other as we move towards the door. Now you'll notice as I continue down the crab walk line, I'm coming to a yellow piece of tape. When I get to this yellow piece of tape, the next person in line may go. Continue to the end of the crab walk line, and when you're finished, slowly gather your weight, stand up, and prepare for the next station.
Okay, I just finished the crab walk and now I'm going to move to the last move. It is a hookup. You're going to see two blue lines on the floor. You want to stay inside the blue lines. Carefully, you're going to go ahead and leave the crab walk, move to the center within the two blue lines, and you're going to come right over here and you're going to lay down. So if you're the first person, you're going to lay down right here, and the second person right here. You're just going to move on down, and maybe even another row of kids. So 2 rows of kids lying down. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay straight down, and you're going to put your hands in front of you. Your thumbs are going to go down. Cross your arms, clasp them together. You're going to hit yourself in the tummy. Cross your legs, roll it in. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to put it on your chin, and you're going to close your eyes. Your tongue's going to go to the roof of your mouth, and you're going to take a deep breath in, and then you're going to blow it out. Deep breath in, and blow it out. You're going to stay right here until your teacher tells you it's time to do something different. And that's your last move, the hookup. Okay, so that's the hookup. What the hookup is for, it helps you calm your brain and calm your body so you can focus. Sometimes when you're stressed and you really need to calm down, hookup is a great move to do. If you've had something happen at home, or if something's happening at school, or if you just really need to focus. This move's good for listening and speaking. It's good for attention. It's great for keyboarding skills. If you are going to the computer lab and you really need to focus on using your fingers correctly, that is a great thing that you can do. It's good for self-control. It's also good for balance and coordination. So that is your hookup. Before you get up and move to leave the classroom, the motor lab, you want to wait for your teacher's direction.
Okay guys, we hope you've enjoyed this instructional video on how to use our WOHE Motor Lab. Now before we go, there are a few things we need to remind you of.
Okay, when you're in here, you want to make sure that you are taking care of the motor lab, taking care of your friends, following your teacher's directions, pause behaviors, that's important for the motor lab as well. And you want to make sure that you're taking care of the motor lab by leaving things as you found them. If you're not supposed to be touching them, then make sure you keep your hands to yourself, and it's going to be a great time.
And always remember to check your personal space at any time if you feel it necessary. We want to make sure we keep our hands and our feet to ourselves. And remember, in between stations, if there's a time where you have to wait your turn, always remember that you can cross crawl while you wait.